For most NFL players, tight end university is about more than just drills, strategy sessions, and team bonding. It's a yearly event where the league's best gather to swap stories, sharpen their skills, and blow off steam away from the blinding lights of stadiums. But this year, the afterparty was destined to become the centerpiece of a story that would ripple across two of America's favorite obsessions, football and Taylor Swift. The room was humming with energy. NFL players, coaches, and staffers mingled, their laughter echoing off the walls. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted, like the hush before a storm. Taylor Swift appeared, guitar in hand, slipping through the crowd toward a makeshift stage under dimmed lights. The NFL's toughest men and sharpest minds fell silent, eyes fixed on the pop icon as she took her place at the microphone. No one could have predicted what happened next. It wasn't just Taylor's surprise acoustic set that stunned the audience. It was the lyrical breadcrumbs she scattered throughout her performance. Each word, each glance, and every subtle change in a familiar line hinted at something deeper, something more personal. Taylor strummed the opening chords of Shake It Off, a song every Swiftie knows by heart. But instead of the iconic line, I stay out too late, she sang. We stay up too late, got nothing in our brain. The emphasis on we was unmistakable. Eyes locked with Travis Kelce, who stood front and center with George Kittle and Greg Olsen, the camp's co-founders. Taylor's message was clear. The crowd sensed something had shifted, even if they couldn't put a finger on it yet. Throughout her career, Taylor had fiercely guarded her independence, speaking of herself in singular terms when discussing her future. But here, before a crowd of NFL insiders, she was rewriting her narrative. This wasn't just about her, it was about them. As the song continued, Taylor wove more plural pronouns into her lyrics. But we keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop grooving, she sang, her gaze never wavering from Travis. The audience caught on, some whispering, others simply smiling as they realized they were witnessing a private moment made public. George Kittle would later say he'd never seen Travis look so peaceful, so content. You could tell he was hearing more than just a song, he told a reporter. He was hearing his future. Then came the bridge, the part of Shake It Off, where the crowd usually loses itself in pure, joyful noise. This time, Taylor paused, looked at Travis and sang, Shake hands off, heartbreaker's gonna break, 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 break. And the faker's gonna fake, 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 fake. But we're gonna make it work. The room erupted. The significance wasn't lost on anyone. Taylor was declaring, in front of friends, colleagues, and the occasional smartphone camera, that she and Travis were in it for the long haul. It was more than a romantic gesture. It was a promise, set to music. As the song entered its third verse, Taylor made perhaps her most revealing change yet. My ex-man brought his new girlfriend. She's like, oh my God, but we're just gonna shake it off. Once again, Taylor shifted the narrative from solo to duo, from I to we. The message was clear. Whatever drama or scrutiny might come from the outside world, they'd face it together. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, another NFL player in attendance, later posted that the energy in the room became almost electric during this verse. We all knew we were seeing something special, he wrote. But Taylor wasn't done. As the final chorus approached, she debuted lyrics that had never existed in the original song. Player's gonna play, tight end's gonna stay, and we're gonna say yes to forever. The word forever hung in the air, a shimmering promise that seemed to suspend time itself. Travis's eyes grew misty, and he wiped away a tear as the crowd cheered. The line about tight end's gonna stay was more than a playful nod to Travis's position. It was an open declaration that he wasn't going anywhere, that they were building something meant to last. Greg Olsen, reflecting on the moment during a podcast, said, it was like watching someone hear their life being sung to them. Travis was floored. Then, in a completely unscripted move, Taylor invited Travis onto the stage. The Kansas City Chiefs star joined her, and the two sang the final Shake It Off lines as a duet. But instead of the usual words, they sang, shake hands on it, locking hands and then embracing as the crowd erupted. The handshake to hug sequence was filmed by dozens of phones and later dissected by fans and experts alike, who declared it the most genuine moment of the night. Body language specialist Dr. Lillian Glass weighed in, noting that the handshake was a formal agreement, while the immediate hug revealed the romantic undercurrent beneath. "They made a pact, right there in front of everyone," she said. "And then they made it personal." The performance happened exactly 1 year after Taylor and Travis's relationship had become public, leading many to speculate it was a carefully planned anniversary celebration with a hidden proposal at its core. Some attendees said they'd overheard Travis mentioning he'd planned something special, though most assumed he meant Taylor's presence, not what would become known as the musical proposal. As the night wore on, players and coaches lined up to congratulate the couple, though neither Taylor nor Travis confirmed what exactly they were being congratulated for. Patrick Mahomes, Chiefs quarterback and close friend of Travis, gave them both a bear hug, fueling speculation that he'd been in on the secret all along. Within hours, social media exploded. The hashtag, "Shake hands on it," began trending worldwide as fans and analysts pored over every frame of the leaked footage, parsing the changes in lyrics and the body language on stage. Relationship timeline experts pointed out that the performance coincided with a significant lull in Travis's football schedule, a time perfect for couples to make big decisions about the future. The acoustic nature of Taylor's performance wasn't lost on music insiders either. Stripping "Shake It Off" down to its bare bones made the moment feel less like a show and more like a private conversation. It was raw, intimate, and real, a window into the true nature of their relationship. In the days following the performance, Taylor and Travis were spotted together at jewelry stores in both Nashville and Kansas City. Their social media accounts, usually carefully curated, began to show signs of coordinated posts, matching captions, and a new level of public partnership. The Swiftie and NFL communities buzzed with theories. Was an engagement announcement imminent? Was this the beginning of a new era for celebrity couples, one where love songs become love letters in real time? The performance at Tight-End University became a case study for relationship experts, who lauded it as a masterclass in using creative expression to communicate commitment. Rather than issuing a formal press release or orchestrating a public proposal, Taylor and Travis let the music and the subtle changes within it tell their story. As the evening wound down, Taylor and Travis left the venue hand in hand, pausing only to thank friends and fans for their support. But not before Travis was overheard telling George Kittle, "She said yes to forever, man. She actually said yes to forever." The words were simple, but they confirmed what the world had suspected. The lyrical changes were intentional, and they marked a turning point in Taylor and Travis's journey together. For those lucky enough to be in the room that night, it was clear they'd witnessed more than just a concert. It was a declaration, a promise, and the start of a new chapter, not just for Taylor and Travis, but for anyone who believes in the power of music to change lives. And as the world waits for whatever comes next, one thing is certain: when Taylor Swift sings her heart, the world can't help but listen.